Hey folks, Sylvius here. I am north of Edron. You can kind of see where I'm at on the map here. There's Edron down there. So yeah, I'm north of Edron. This place is, I guess, referred to... Wow, these wolves are annoying. This place is, I guess, referred to as the, like, Earth Elemental Caves or something like that. I wasn't... Ooh, he respawned. I wasn't actually intending to go here. I was doing something entirely different and then kind of stumbled upon this place and figured I would make a video of it. So, in case, here, look, you can kind of see, I've got my little belt from this outfit and some sick hot pink boots. Anyway, the plan was that I would be working on the rest of that outfit, and I was heading to the vampire caves that are up near here, so I could get some dusts for that. But I stumbled upon this place, figured I'd make a video here. I don't have a lot of experience of hunting these dudes. And as you can see from my map, basically, I've never been here before either. So this is all new to me. I looked up the wiki real quick. These guys are 50% resistant to physical. And they're pretty resistant to a lot of other things, too, actually, while we're on that note. They are... Hopefully nothing's killing me right now. Okay, yeah, because I'm AFK. They are 85% resistant to ice. They are immune to energy and earth. They're 50% resistance to death, holy and physical, and then they take 25% more damage from fire. So sorcerers do really well with these dudes. Druids would probably not really enjoy it much. Let's kill this guy while he respawns. Druids will probably not really enjoy this much since they don't have a rod that's effective. Druids would probably want to use... there we go. It's weird that he wasn't dying. I don't know what kind of rusty armor that is. Anyway, druids would probably want to use their death rods, since earth and ice are basically horrible options. Sorcerers, though, would want to use fire, obviously. Paladins can hunt here semi-effectively, I would guess. You know, do the whole trick with using firewalls, as you can kind of see I did when I first came up. Worth mentioning, though, is that when you do first come up, they're kind of like all on top of you right off the bat. So just be a little careful with that. They are largely melee enemies. They do have that little beam attack, which I'm not really sure what that does. I think it's a... You know, I'm going to have to look, because I honestly don't know at this point. So let's see what the wiki has to say about these guys real quick. Wiki says, melee, 0 to 110, stalagmite, 72 to 105. Boulder explosion, 0 to 100. Poison beam, poisons you. Starting at 10 to 13. Poison ball on itself poisons you 5 to 7. Distance paralyze. I haven't seen them paralyze me yet. But anyway, that beam apparently is just a poison beam. So nothing huge. But yeah, druids could probably hunt here effectively if they were just going to use runes. Get a whole bunch of them, fireball them down. Paladins can hunt here, like, semi-effectively. I mean, you see how little damage I'm doing, but, you know, damage is damage. Knights would probably not enjoy this all that much. I want to get the, Is there, like, Edron Earth Elemental Cave? There we go. Edron suggests mages be level 25, paladins 45, and knights 50. So I'm a significantly higher level than is necessary to this place. I just wanted to showcase it, though. If you are a sorcerer and you want a power level, this is probably a good spot. So yeah, they're not too bad. That would have been the paralyze, I guess. There you go. I like monsters that have annoying attacks like that, like paralyze. Another example would be the Stampors that I tasked a while back, because they had the skill reduction. But what I appreciated about them is that the annoying ability is, like, attached to something that has a, like, distinctive visual trait, which in both cases, those two examples I gave, were the, like, vines. So yeah, that makes it a little bit easier to tell that you've been hit by the annoying thing, which is kind of nice. So yeah, these guys aren't, like, super awesome or anything like that. Probably just good EXP. I do wish, though, maybe if I had, like, flash arrows. He paralyzed me at the last second. Good for him, I suppose. And as you can see, there is a downstairs to this place that I'm not really too sure about what's in it. So far, I've passed 2 separate stairs. I will go down them. I just wanted to kind of hit everything on this top floor first before I go down. By the way, just pointing out, too, I hit level 120 earlier today. which means I get to use my Umbral bow. Range 7, attack 4, hit 5%. The range 7 I'm so excited about. They actually have 1 more hit percent than my my old mycological bow. I'm not really sure if I pronounced that right, but that bow. So 1 more hit, but more importantly, 1 more range. And the range I'm just so excited about. That said, the range is kind of effectively only 1.5. Real quick, before I comment on that, I want to look and see what the... okay, so they only drop common rusty armors, so I wouldn't bother with them. Common rusty armors can be unrusted into plate armor, which is a low chance of happening. Yeah, they suck. Alright. Don't bother with common ones. Definitely don't bother with them. Yeah, anyway. The screen is 7 tiles left and right, but only 5 up and down. And you can't target things outside of your screen with at least normal attacks. Oh, come on, seriously? At least he didn't poison me or anything like that. So the... ooh, hey, look, Bog Rider's down here. The increased... this is an annoying cave already. Alright, yeah, this cave sucks. I'll explain why this cave sucks once I finish what I was saying. So yeah, since the extra range going up and down doesn't actually make a difference, it's only increasing my range on the sides. So it's not like a huge thing. So anyway, I wanted to not have cured my poison right before he hit me again. That's kind of annoying. And now I'm... alright, so let me go back to the cave, because now I want to check something here. So it's just Bog Riders and Earth Elementals on the floor, too. So Bog Riders are weak to physical, strong to fire. Interesting, though, Bog Riders are strong to fire, like 85% resistant to fire. Only 30% resistant to earth, which is surprising considering they're green and poisonous. They're weak to physical and they're weak to energy, though. But they will run around all types of fields, so you can use firewalls here, too. Yeah, the interesting thing here, though, is Bog Riders are... wow, that's a lot of Bog Riders. Let's actually use a wall here. Yeah, the annoying thing about Bog Riders is, oh, what a time for me to not realize I was out of arrows. And then what a time for me to not hit my hotkey correctly. This is actually sort of a disaster. This is for sure sort of a disaster. Okay, so, like, for future reference, don't do anything that I'm currently doing right now. Anyway, what I was trying to say before I just forgot how to play the game for a second there, which was hilarious. Oh boy, a huge part of me wants to just not continue this video at this point and just be like, that never happened. That was all an illusion. Yeah, anyway. The thing about Bog Raiders is they're generally more of a Knight and Paladin monster to hunt. Whereas the Earth Elementals are definitely not a Knight and Paladin monster to hunt. They're more of a sorcerer with a little bit of druid mixed in, but mostly sorcerer. So it's weird to me that they would mix these two sets of monsters. I mean, like, visually, I guess they look kind of similar. It's just, yeah, it's just weird that they would mix these two sets of monsters because they make the hunting spot kind of worse for everybody. I guess sorcerers could still hunt here effectively. I mean, they are 10% weak to energy, so sorcerers could just switch to an energy wand. And, what is it, Thunderstorm? Yeah, Thunderstorm. That's the one I'm looking for. Switch to Thunderstorm runes instead of fireballs. Great fireballs. Still, though, you've got the Earth Elementals mixed in. So, I don't know. Seems like it's just a weird, annoying combo of monsters. It reminds me of the Spike in Khazad-dûm. Because the first level of the Spike in Khaz has, like, what is it? Demon skeletons, gargoyles, a couple of other kind of, like, random things like that. But it also has ghosts and zombies. And zombies are highly resistant to most elements, but weak to physical. And then ghosts are immune to all types of or immune to physical, and then, you know, able to be injured by elements. So you've got those, you know, that set of monsters that kind of makes it bad for everybody to hunt there. Knights can hunt there, but then they run into problems with the Knights and Paladins, really. They run into problems with the ghosts. Mages can hunt there, but then they run into problems with the zombies. Like, nobody enjoys that hunting spot. And it's kind of like the same situation we have here. Although, I mean, definitely not as bad as the Spike. The Spike's combination of monsters being immune or, like, super resistant to all elements make it a lot worse than this. Still, that was sort of disappointingly tiny. And that's what she said. Bam. On a side note, I've got my my phone over on my bed, and it's like off. Like the screen's black. But whenever I get like a text message or anything like that, it lights up, and the screen keeps lighting up, but it's far enough away that I can't actually see it right now. So I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? What's happening? I need to answer that. However, I can pretty much guarantee that it's nothing important. Alright. So, I mean, that was this whole place. Wow, a little tiny. Again, I mean, to be fair, like, this place is what? Designed for, Wiki says, level 25 mages. So, I mean, like, I think it's sufficient. Did I just go down this? I was not paying any attention to anything right there. I was looking at my mana, wondering why I wasn't able to Divine Strike that dude who looked like he was about to die. It's all good, though. And I just didn't realize I was running into a staircase. Alright, so folks, that was this place. Again, good if you're a mage. Not good if you're pretty much anybody else. Definitely a bad spot if you're a knight. Don't go here if you're a knight. Alright, folks, that's it for that. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, check me out on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook. And just on a side note, I kind of like making these shorter videos sometimes. They're kind of nice to just mix things up. Instead of doing hour-long videos, just be like, oh, look, I was in here for 10 minutes. Anyway, I'm done.